How's it going, gamers? It is Monday. I wanted to take a break from streaming the backlog, and I wanted to just play a game that I just wanted to play. That's all this is. So we're doing Risk of Rain. I don't know, like, I just had, like, a lot of time to just be, like, thinking about stuff, and I was just like, I don't have to do only the backlog. I think I'm making, like, great progress, but there's no reason for me to speedrun it, you know? Like, it's not going anywhere. Some of the games on there have been there for years, so it's not like it's not like I'm having a time limit or anything, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I think I just want to, like, relax this week. Play some games that I just want to play. Something that I haven't done in a minute. I haven't played Risk of Rain in a minute. I think when the DLC dropped, I played it with a group of friends. We played it for about a week, like we tend to do, and then that was it. I didn't even buy the DLC. I booted up the game. I booted up the game today, and it was like, hey, you don't own the Alloyed Collective. Do you want to go buy it? And I'm like, oh, I forgot to do that. Because I forgot that if you co-op with somebody who owns the DLC, everybody gets the DLC. Which is a really cool system, honestly. I really like that a lot. So, I went ahead and just bought the DLC, and so now we're doing that. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. OBS updated, and it looks weird. Not really a fan of the new look, but it said it was a security update, and then it came with a UI change that I don't really like. But I think that's just mostly due to me just not liking change. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. What's up, Xavier? What's up, Minty? Great seeing you guys, as always. So I have Operator just from owning the DLC now. A lot of stuff here. That's cool, that's cool. And then Free the Survivor from the Vault and the Solutional Haunt. I think this is the Drifter, but I have to do that. But it's okay, I'm not really planning on doing that right now. I am going to be playing Railgunner because I love Railgunner. I do have the Deadeye skin. It looks good. It looks great. I'm going to put it on Monsoon. I'm going to go ahead and toss on Command because I'm a baby and I don't like having bad RNG. Command was made for me. Anyways, we're running it. I don't really have any plans for this. It's just playing. We're just hanging out playing. Shattered Abodes. It's one of the DLC maps. Also, fun fact. I swear to you, this is a true story. When I was playing Risk of Rain with my group of friends back in like October, November, whenever the DLC came out, I mentioned to them, I was like, man, I really hate that this game is locked to 60 FPS because, like, it bothers me so much. Like, I hate when games restrict it, and they were like, the game isn't restricted to 60 FPS. And I'm like, yes, it is. It's always been restricted to FPS, 60 FPS since the launch of the game. They're like, no, it isn't. You just haven't enabled higher than 60 FPS. It defaults to 60 FPS locked, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've been playing this game for like 2.5, 3 years, and I've never played it above 60 FPS. And so playing it at 140, no, actually, I think this is 200 FPS right now because I have my new monitor. So playing it at 200 FPS, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like actually good at the game now. I can actually hit my shots because the game is smooth. Okay, ignore that one though. That one is, that was to show you that I'm human and not a robot. But yeah, I chose Risk of Rain as like a curveball game, mostly because I really just want to vibe. I like Risk of Rain a lot. It's a comfort game of mine. I'd actually go as far as to say it's like one of my favorite games, just period. I just don't play it enough because I feel like I've already done everything that the game has to offer. I never bought the DLC, so now I have a reason to go back to it. It seems like it's a pretty okay DLC. I don't really think it did anything major. I think the Void DLC was still the best one. At least to me. I like the Void a lot. Oh, that's a yes please. Thank you very much. Not to say that the other ones are bad, by any means. I don't think there's a bad DLC. I think Survivors of the Storm got a lot of flack, and that's just because it broke a lot of mods and people were upset about that. I don't think the content itself was bad. Is that a big chest? I think so. But yeah, it's actually funny because I think I mentioned this before a little bit ago. But I am currently in the process of working on... Oh, wow. That's one hell of a start. Hey, knock it off. I've been working on getting not like a tier list, but like I have a list of my top 100 games of all time that I think everybody should play. And I think Risk of Rain 2 is a very comfortable pick on that list. Do I have like a position where I'd put it? I don't know. I have no idea where I'd put it. I don't even know if I want to make it like a tier list with like a top 100. It's just a 100 thing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you start adding like, hey, this is rank number 1, then it has a lot more weight to it than if you had rank 100. Oh, that's a dead body. And I don't really want to do that. I think the games all have their own right to exist. I think it depends on the vibe of the day. Some days I'm feeling Risk of Rain. Some days I'm feeling Isaac. Would I say Isaac is better than Risk of Rain? No, not really. I think they have different values that they bring to an experience. And I do think everybody should own or at least play those games. But I wouldn't put one above the other. And I really don't want to. I really don't want to because it's like the old saying, don't put two queens against each other. There's no reason to. But yeah. This is why we don't go for the boss portal immediately. There's a Shrine of the Mountain here. Look at that. Free goodies. Passing by to say hi. I have a math exam tomorrow. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you ace that. Have you been studying for it, or are you going off of vibes? Hopefully you've been studying for it. I was never very good at math, so I kind of just did like I think I was like a B or C student when it came to math stuff. I wasn't too like amazing at it, but I wasn't bad at it. Just some formulas I just couldn't remember because I don't know, like I forget what they're called. I think it's variables. Like when you start adding like the alphabet and stuff to like functions. Like that's when I started like screwing up because I was like, oh, what the hell does A mean? What the hell does B mean? Not like, oh shit, that hurt. Not like, oh, A plus B equals C. Not like that, but I meant like, it's been so long. I've been out of college for like actually 10 years. So like I'm struggling to even think of an example that doesn't sound completely wrong. But I might be using the wrong term for it. I know, okay, let me think about it. I'm pretty sure I'm using the right word. I think it's variables is when you introduce like letters and shit to an equation. But I do forget the specific type of variables that I'm struggling with. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It's really all it was. If you gave me the formula and then like asked me to solve it, I'd be like, okay, I think I can do it. It would take me a little bit, but I think I can get there. It was when they were like, we want you to memorize formulas on the top of your head, and I'm just like, why? I have horrible memory when it comes to things I don't give a shit about. And I do think that that's like one of my greatest flaws when it comes to like the education system, is like, if I don't immediately need to be using it, then I'm not going to commit it to memory. And I think that that's where like I failed in like the college system, because it's just like, well, I live in the real world, and the real world says that if I need to do something, I'm going to have all the tools available at my disposal. I have access to the internet. Why are we acting like the internet doesn't exist? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a little bit silly to be talking like I don't have a computer in my pocket 24/7. Just a little bit. But, you know, I wouldn't hold that as like any bit of like means of like I'm intelligent or not. I think I'm very dumb for just wanting to push back against the man. It's just, I just don't agree with the system. That's all it is. Was that both? That was both. They lined up perfectly for me. That was sick. Anyways, I hope that you are at least studying and practicing your formulas and stuff like that, because it was definitely something really stupid that I did. Ah, that was the wrong one. I think I hovered the right one. But I don't know if I regret dropping out of college. I think I'm fine where I'm at. I don't think my life would be any better or worse. Well, maybe. Because I was in college for programming. I wanted to be a programmer. And then I think I've already mentioned that story about like how I dropped out of college. But TLDR, I had a unfortunate situation that required me to like move out after high school. And I did, well, it was actually, I moved out in the after the first semester of college. First or second, I forget. And when I moved out, I had already learned Java 101 and Java 102. Or like I was halfway through 102, I think. And then when I transferred, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take programming 102 in another school. And then I found out, oh, this school district isn't doing Java for their 102. They're doing C++, which is a completely different language. They don't even work closely at all. Like, there's very little overlap between the two languages. So it's effectively like I don't know anything about programming at that point, right? Like, there's no reason for me to be in that class. And then the teacher, that's where you peas. The teacher even knew it too, and they were like, we don't want you to be here, and you shouldn't be here. So you should drop. And I'm like, I already paid for the course. I'm not doing that. And then they were like, all right, well, when you fail, it's not my problem. And I'm like, okay, well, shit, bitch. I don't know who fucking pissed in your cereal today. But like, I don't know why you're taking it out on me. What did I do? I was like a C student. I was trying for the most part. I was working full time and I was going to school full time. I was pretty fucking busy. And you know, I think when you're in college, that's like the time that you're like realizing, hey, being an adult kind of has a lot of responsibilities. You kind of have to like lock in, and you have to do a lot of things you don't really want to do. Like I would love to have been like a gamer 24/7 and, you know, streamed all the time. I mean, I'm kind of doing that now, you know, when I really think about it. So who won? You know what? Fuck you, programming teacher. I won at the end of it. Fuck you. Who's laughing now? I bet you're still an asshole. Man, looking back on old life experiences and realizing, man, I actually did have it pretty okay. Definitely could have been better, but it definitely wasn't as bad. To be fair, most people won't ever use any of the math you learn at the end of the high school and in college. Yeah, unless you're a math major, I don't know. Like, okay, that is another thing. That is another thing I almost forgot too. Another reason why I had so much like pushback against like the education system is I don't think that it needs to be as obtuse as it is. If I'm a programming major, I shouldn't have to learn history courses at all. That's not related to my career at all. I have no interest in it. I've expressed it. I don't care about the U.S. history. I don't care about foreign world history. I don't care. Don't make me care. You can tell me like fun facts all you want. That's fine. Don't force me to care about it. It's not, and you're making me pay for it too. Like, fuck you. I think that's a bullshit system. Streamline it as quickly as possible. I should be in and out of college in like 2 years max. We don't need it to be an 8-year program. It doesn't have to be. Because it's bloated all to hell. Forward, backwards, left, right, up and down, sideways. Fucking, it doesn't need to be this way. They force you to take these electives. Oh, it's for enrichment. Fuck you. Enrich my fucking bank account with more money. How about that? Fucking, you might think of me like I'm a dumbass, but at least I understand a scam when I look at one. I think that is a scam. College, to me, is a scam because it's just way too much money, and I'm wasting my damn time too. I'm losing on all avenues, man. So I'm sorry if I don't find college to be appealing to me. I do recommend that the average person at least tries college because, you know, you might have a different experience. You might have teachers that actually want to be there. I didn't, and that's why I didn't enjoy my time. I don't think college is universally evil, but I don't think it's a universal good either, which a lot of people are convinced that it is. This is risky. That one. No, I already picked up that. Ah, oh, damn it. I'm dumb. That one. Ah, I have 2 ceremonial dags now. I meant to grab the scope. I feel like that's a remnant from a time in college. It's mostly something you did for knowledge. Now it's focused on getting a job. Yes. When I was like younger, I looked at it as college is a means for like general purpose education. But the issue is, when you're a kid, you don't understand finances. You don't understand how to survive. You don't understand what it's like to be on your own. When you're on your own and you have to make ends meet, and you look at a class that says, hey, we want fucking $1,500 just to even enter the class, like for textbooks and stuff like that, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't have this money. Where do you expect me to get this money from? I'm a kid. And they're like, oh, we'll just take out a loan. And like, I can't pay this back. Like, what do you want from me, man? That's ridiculous. You're insane. You might be insane. And yet, I'm the one they treat like an insane person because I just don't want to buy into it. Again, I can't stress this enough. I'm not saying college is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I think it has a right to exist. I just wish that in a perfect world, I know this is not achievable because we don't live in this world, right? Perfect world is you allow the first 2 years of college to just be the fast pass to your career. If you want to do more than that, that comes out of your paycheck, right? I don't want to talk about electives. I don't want to talk about fucking, you know, side stuff. It's not what I'm there for, man. I'm there to get the knowledge that my job expects me to have. Now, I do think that we have what's the word? Not communities. I'm blanking on the word. It's effectively like you get certificates that say that you know how to do something. There's lots of like tech places that have these where it's like, hey, I went to a course that exclusively teaches like cybersecurity, and now I have a certificate that says I can do cybersecurity, right? And those, I would argue, are more valuable than a college degree because they already show not only did I put the time in, I studied, I got an advanced understanding of this topic, and I passed the classes that were related to it. I think that's just better. I really, really do think it's better. But again, that's just from an outsider looking in. I would be a poser if I told you that I have something like that, because I don't. I really don't. I genuinely got lucky when it came to my success. I can't really go into all of the depth of what it is because I am under NDA. I brought it up multiple times. I can't talk about it, but I spent multiple years during high school, like all of my high school years. Freshman year of high school, I was automatically enrolling myself into these like advanced courses that literally only 8 people were taking. In my entire class, in my entire school, because it was doing so poorly. They were like, we can't have this class be around for another couple of years. Nobody wants to take these courses because nobody wants to take their future seriously, right? I was like, no, I want to do this. Put me in these courses that nobody else wants to do, and I was with the same fucking 8 people all 4 years of my high school. Same teacher, same students, same fucking period. Because nobody else wanted to do it. There were less than 20 people in the entire school that wanted to take these courses. And so, when I had all of these courses and I had my certificates, I was like, hey, I have this. I don't have a college degree, but I have this. And they're like, that's more than enough. We don't care. We don't care that you don't have a college degree. You have the certificates. And that's what we're looking for. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you're looking for, by all means, then I'll be your guy. And here I am. I've been in the company for fucking 7.5 going on 8 years. I'm fucking really taken care of by my job. But I sure as shit don't credit college at all for getting to where I am. I'm lucky that I had people in my family that were like, hey, do this. Don't do college, do this. And I'm like, okay, I'll trust you. And look at me now. I'm very, very successful to my means. I don't think I'm very successful to the average person. I think if you ask like your parents, hey, is this guy successful? They're gonna say, fuck no. And I'd be like, yeah, they're probably right. Am I successful to like the average Joe who lives like an average life? Yes, I would say so. Because I have a lot more luxury with my life that like a lot of people don't have. I consider myself very blessed that I have the things that I have. I have a very relaxed job in comparison to somebody else. I don't have to go out into the sun and do manual labor. I'm in fact very lazy, but at least I go to the gym about it. That's all I can say about that. In France, most of the post-high school schools are like $500 max, except for private. That's actually insane. I can't relate to that at all. In the States, it's like thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's on the lower end. You can get into colleges that will expect you to be paying like nearly $100,000 for the full trip. Now, I wasn't smart enough to have like scholarships and stuff like that. I wasn't that guy. I was just barely above the average, I'd consider, because I was a B in sometimes even a C student, depending on what course you asked me on. I was kind of just there. I didn't really take it that seriously until, like, I'd say like junior years when I was like, okay, I got to start actually locking in and worrying about my future. But I was lucky enough that freshman year I was given advice to take some courses that, you know, put me on the course to where I'm at now. I'm personally in a school that's like 10K a year, and it would be considered pretty expensive. That's crazy. 10K expensive? I think in the States, 10K would be considered on the very cheap end. I think the average person, the average household could afford 10K. Obviously, there's you know, exceptions to that, but I think the average household could do it. At least when I was going to school. I think we were in a much better economy fucking 10 years ago. I think we have been going a little bit downhill, but I don't really want to get political for that. Are you talking about a trade school? Yes, that's what I was talking about. Apprenticeships would also fit in that bill too, I think. I think apprenticeships are more so for like hands-on skills like electricians and plumbing and stuff like that. Which again, no shade. I would recommend that to the average person. I think going and taking an electrician route is recommended. It's a lot of work. It does fall under like manual labor to a certain degree, but it's on the easier side of things. It's not like you're like out there in the scorching sun and like, you know, doing like dirty work that nobody really wants to do. Which again, I'm not trying to downplay that at all. I'm not trying to like be disrespectful to the people that are doing manual labor, because I have a relaxed, you know, apartment life that's cozy because of those guys that are doing that. I'm actually very thankful that they exist. I wish they were paid a little bit more, if I'm being honest, because I sure as shit wouldn't want to do that for the money they're getting paid for. I sure as shit don't want to do that. That's crazy. But I do think jobs like that aren't appreciated enough, I'll be honest. My college is like 20K to 36K a year depending on where you live. That's crazy. Mine was I think close to like 50K, and I didn't even finish. I think when I stopped I was at 18 or 19K, and they were like, you owe this money, and I was like, okay, I'll get that to you. But yeah, I spent like about like a year and a half paying that off, and then as soon as it was paid off, I'd consider myself like completely done with college. I haven't had any urge to go back. I've had family members reach out to me and be like, "Hey, do you want to go back? Do you want to like improve your life?" And I'm like, I don't think college is going to improve my life to any capacity at all. I really don't. I think the way the world works is they want people who have certificates and stuff like that. So, if anything, it wouldn't be going back to college. It'd be going to like a trade school and learning a new skill. But even then, like, I don't know. Like, I'm also just kind of lazy. I don't really want to do that. Also, what the fuck? Why is there a red and a green portal here? That's weird. There we go. Thank you. I guess I'm going gold portal. I don't really know what green... Oh, wait! Green portal's alt path. Right. I forgot. I feel like it all depends on what you're studying. Yes, 100%. 100%. I don't think there is a universal college path for... What was that? Was that... Hold on. Was that in-game? Why were there like bells ringing? Who are these bells tolling for? They toll for you, brother. Green is for alt path. Yeah. That was weird. I don't think I've heard those bells before. Kind of freaked me out. But yeah. Again, don't take what I say as like the ultimate end-all advice. I really think that I can offer you alternate perspectives on life, whether that be the right perspective or the wrong perspective. That's completely up to you to decide. I'm not going to say that I have the best life experience to start giving out advice to everybody. I can recognize that I got incredibly lucky with my life, and I can't stress that enough. You shouldn't use my life as like a staple for what to expect. I am just a guy. I also live on the mindset of you really shouldn't look at any streamer for like life advice either. I think very few streamers are in touch with reality. I can at least acknowledge that my view of the world is a little warped than the average person. And I don't mean like in a bad way, like, oh, I have like evil intentions or something. Why are there 2 new altars here? What the fuck? But like, I'm just saying like, here's a perfect example. That was like a news article where there were like celebrities and like rich people couldn't even tell what like the cost of like sliced bread is. They were like, how much do you think a slice of bread, or sorry, a loaf of bread costs in a grocery store? And they're like, oh, like $150, of course. And people are like, are you insane? Even like premium like artisan bread still doesn't go for that much money, because that's just how out of touch they are. Because they're so God, wow, that is crazy. But yeah, they became like out of touch. That's kind of where I'm at. I can recognize where I'm out of touch, and I'll acknowledge it. I'll even say, hey, I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about here. This is how I view it. At least I won't be the guy that's like pushing my shit out and just like, hey, this is how it is. That's really not at all how it is. You have no clue what it is. You can tell me what you think it is, but don't push it off as fact. That's kind of where I have like a lot of issues when it comes to like streamers out there, and I'm really trying to keep myself in check and be like, hey, you gotta remember, man, you're fucking lucky. Not everybody was as lucky as you. So I can only offer advice where I can if I have the life experiences that an average person would have. Like, if you want to talk about like high school, I think I had a pretty average high school life. I wasn't like the guy. I got along with a good amount of people, but I definitely had a lot of people that didn't like me too. So I don't think I'm on like the upper end of that experience. I think I had a pretty common experience when it comes to that. So that we can talk about high school experiences all day, but I don't think there's a whole lot of overlap when it comes to like the real world, quote unquote. Hey, come back here. That was rude. You know what, Aurelia Knight, kill this man. Dune altars is pretty rare, but not unheard of. I guess I just don't pay attention enough to them. But yeah, again, I can't stress it just one more time before I drop the conversation, because I do feel a little bad. I don't want anybody to hear the things that I say and like get convinced that I drop out of college. I think if you have a career path ahead of you and you need a college experience to get to that path, by all means, you have my support, and you will always have my support. I will always be your rank 1 supporter, because I do want to hear stories about people who go to college and then get a great life. I just don't have that for myself, so I can't say that that's what I did to get a nice life, quote unquote. I want that for other people. I really, really do. So if you are in college right now, which I know at least one of you in here is, you know who I'm talking to, I want you to have a great experience. I really do. I really, really do. So don't listen to me having my negative experiences sway you in any capacity to drop out. I really don't want that at all. So that's where I'm gonna end that conversation. What do they call them? High schools? Okay, what is that noise? That is the second time I've heard it. Why do I hear bells whenever I land into an area? I don't have any items that do anything. Is it Aurelianite? No? It shouldn't. That's such a weird sound. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take 5 Justice of the Drowned. That's the bell that tolls when the difficulty increases? Oh, is that what that is? That's actually hilarious. That is actually hilarious, dude. I was making a joke being like, oh, the bell tolls for thee. That's actually what it is. That's crazy. Oh, man. You can't spawn on top of me. That's rude. I don't really have any routes planned in mind for this run. I'm just kind of going off of vibes. Like, I have no idea where I want to go. I'm just going. I'm just playing. I like the void fields just because, one, I like the atmosphere of the void fields. There's something so pretty about, like, desolate space. And I think that's what the void fields kind of are. It's like, it's just the right amount of life where it feels empty, but it's not empty. Obviously, I'm not including the enemies. The enemies are the enemies, but remove the enemies from this area, and it's just like, yeah, you see some plant life. Like, I'd argue that this is a plant, but I wouldn't call it life, if that makes any sense. Give me that. Then again, I really don't think there's any bad stages in this game either, if I'm being honest. Okay. You know what? Yeah, give me that. I still have my Sail Star, so I'd like to save that for a large chest if possible. Also, I just realized it doesn't go for those little void cradles. Yeah. I kind of assumed that it would, because it's like, it is a crate. But, guess not. 5 goat hooves, huh? It's not too bad. If anything, I actually want them to have goat hooves. That just means they get to come to like where I'm at faster, and I can kill them faster. I need to get like one person to show up so I can shoot them in the face, and then I get daggers that swarm everything. And then the daggers do all the work for me. Speaking of, I get another crowbar. Yes, please. That's beautiful. That's actually exactly what I wanted to see. Oh, hey, large chest. That's exactly what I was looking for, too. Aw, they hate me. I really should go back to Risk Arena. I used to play with a friend, but they stopped vlogging on one day. They were fine. They just don't play games anymore, and I never ended up playing since. The DLCs seem to have added so much stuff. Yeah, I would say go ahead. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I think Risk Arena is in a great spot right now, despite what like a lot of the community members say. Because I think, again, I said at the beginning of the stream, but like, I think a lot of people are mad that like it's not as easy to mod as it was, and like a lot of older mods aren't compatible anymore, and they have to be updated. And you know, as the modding community goes, not every modder wants to have it be a part-time job, right? Especially not for free. So a lot of mods that have great content are just incompatible, and you have to choose if you want DLC or mods, and that's why a lot of people are upset with it. If you play vanilla, well, technically just like the base game, I think you're getting a great experience. I did mess with mods within the first like month of the game's release, but I stopped doing it because having to have the same mods as like your group of friends just got really annoying. It just wasn't as easy. It wasn't. I don't feel that the game was made with mods in mind, if that makes sense. So I don't really recommend mods anymore. I'm sure the modding community is doing great right now. I'm sure of it, but I wouldn't know. I don't really keep up with it. Probably one of these. You know, another one of these. But yeah, I do recommend it. At least going back into it. It's fun every once in a while. It's been about a couple months for me, and I feel great coming back into it. I think another thing about the reason why I love this game so much, though, is just the music. Like, I unironically listen to the OST for this game very frequently. Like, I'm constantly thinking about Risk Arena just because it's in so many different playlists. I have it in, like, my Bangers playlist. I have it in my Locked In, like, Ranked Games playlist. And then I have it in my, like, Sleep playlist as well. Just because like, there's so much variety when it comes to the music of this game. I don't think there's a single bad song in this entire OST. And that's incredible to say. Not a whole lot of games, even ones that have like outstanding OSTs. Like, I wouldn't say that there's another game out there that can hit it as hard. There's definitely some heavy hitters. Like any of the FromSoft OSTs, there's definitely some strong ones. Would I say that every boss theme in the OST is like a banger? No, not really. Some of them hit, some of them are kind of misses, some of them I'm just indifferent towards. But I think every song in the Risk Arena 2 OST lands, every one of them. When you put it in their context, on their stage, yes, every single one of them lands. And I love them. I think the one that I've heard the most is Raindrop That Fell Into the Sky. I think that's my favorite song. I mean, like, God, I'm really trying to think of, like, if there is a song on the OST that I'm just like, I'm indifferent towards that one. I'm sure there is, I just can't think of one right now. But yeah, that's what carries the game for me, is it falls under the category of games where it's like, it's an OST that comes with the game. Like, I know there's a couple friends that I have who, like, turn off the music and they have their own playlist, and it's like, yeah, I can respect that. Excuse me. I can respect that, but I don't fall into that category. I really like the OST, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of it, so I never turned it off. Whoa, hey, chill out, buddy. Got a little dicey. I need to get a res at some point. I need to get a Dios probably. Maybe I'll get that for my red on the way out of here. I'm at 5 out of 9. Okay. Also, Xavier, I gotta ask, what is your main for Risk of Rain, if you have a main? I think asking somebody who they main in a game like this is really telling of them. And I'm very curious what yours is. If I had to guess, before you even say it, I have you clocked currently as an engineer main. Am I right on that one? Engineer or loader? I feel like you do either one of them. I can't remember the names. Hold on, I'll look at the characters. Okay. I swear, if you hit me with some curveball, I can't wait. I'm very clearly a Railgunner main. I think Railgunner was the best thing they've added to this game. It fits my playstyle like nearly perfectly. The only thing that I would change personally is the little minefield thing. I don't really care for it. I think that's like the weakest part of the kit. I use it from time to time, but I could definitely have a better ability in that slot. You are right on both. No way! Am I really? Holy, what a read! What a read! That's incredible! I was so worried that you're gonna give me like a, oh, I play Rex, and I'm like, who the hell plays Rex? Oh, the bell tolls. You like multi, but not as much. I can respect multi. I don't really play him too much, but I do have a lot of friends who actually do play him, and they do like him a lot. And whenever I have one on my team, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm glad that you're on my team. Love turrets. Can't blame you. I think, can I see my logbook? Yeah, I can. No, Survivor. Commando. I think you can see times played 18. Oh, whoops. 25 on Huntress, 10 on Bandit, 31 on Engineer, 91 on Artificer. Artificer was my main for the base game. 100%. Mercenary 34 times. I don't think that counts because a lot of that was to dying on a same challenge run. And I don't know if that counts. Loader 9 times, Acrid 17, Captain 24, Railgunner 77, Void Fiend 2 times, False Sun 2 times. The fact that Railgunner has a 77 over Artificer, really? I was so sure that Railgunner took that spot from Artificer. I love Artificer a lot. I think she's got a great kit. But yeah, I love Railgunner just a little bit more. I've been playing Railgunner ever since she came out. But I don't know. I really thought that I was hitting triple digits for Railgunner by now. I guess I got to play more Risk of Rain. give me one of these. Okay. Nearly done. I think I need a little bit more crowbars, honestly. I think 4 is a little too low. It's always fun to learn the mains of someone. It is. I think I apply that to like every game. When you find somebody who's like in your friend group and they play the same game as you, and it's just like, okay, I have this pre-fired for you, and I need to know if I'm correct. It's always such a great feeling when you do land it, but whenever you don't land it, it also gives you an opportunity to like learn more about that person too. Yeah, let me grab a Dio's. Let's see, what would I want for my little equipment? I already have 5 Gestures of the Drowns, so I can't really do something. I mean, I could do that. I mean, Lightning Bolt always seems fun. I think I'm gonna go Rockets. Yeah, every 10 seconds to get rockets. I think that's fine. Love that part of the song. Oh, I think I left the chest behind. It's fun, but I've started avoiding talking too much about leagues because I always get judged for playing almost exclusively Singed. Okay. We gotta talk. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I do agree to a certain extent when people are like, if you play a bully champ that reflects negatively on people, I do get it to a certain degree, because it's like when you get into a bully matchup, you build like an evil version of your opponent. If you're in like a fun matchup, you think this guy is like the coolest guy, we can grab a beer sometime, you know? This is how you view them. Just because that's just, you would assume the guy who's playing somebody who's fun to play against is a fun guy to be around. But some people gain enjoyment from being the like guy who picks somebody up and throws them around. I will say, Singe is not what I expected you to say. I will say that. That one caught me off guard. If you asked me to guess your league main, I would have said, I have to think about that one. What would I have said? I don't know. First initial thought is like Aatrox, but I don't really think that's fitting. I don't think you fit Aatrox. I would have assumed either a top laner or an ADC. That's the vibes that I'm getting from you. I don't know. Maybe like you sometimes pick like a mid laner, but even then, I'm not getting mid laner vibes. It's fun, but I understand the criticism, but like I love running faster than any other character. Okay, yeah, that I can understand. I will say, if I gave you 3 guesses, I don't think you can guess either one of my mains, because it's such a curveball pick. I would say any of my 3 mains I don't think you'd get. I mean, no, I take that back. You might get it. I think if you think about it for a little bit, you might actually get it. I also really like this song too. This one's in the playlist for sure. I think this one's called "They Might As Well Be Dead." Gonna be another wax whale. Oh, you know what? I need to get another sales star. Oh, I really hope I didn't screw myself out by buying that wax quail. Oh, this is looking bad. Damn. I don't know. I feel like you play jungle for some reason. I do. Jungle isn't my primary role, though. Jungle is my secondary role. Is that an open chest? It is! Green? Not a green. Knock that off, you. What? How did I miss that 3 times? That's crazy. I might not be able to get the chest. I think I'm out of greens. Unless this one gives me a green. Nope. No greens here. But yeah, I do secondary pick into jungle. So if you want to guess a jungler, I can still tell you if that is correct for my jungle picks. Green? Oh man, they really don't want me to get this. I don't know. I'm just picking up just defense items because it's always good to have. I think I'm out of chests. There's 3 scrappers here, but no green chests. Hate to see it. Oh well. I guess that one. Behemoth is always nice to have. I want to say Nunu, but I think that my move speed focused mind is like a trick on me. I actually don't play Nunu at all for the jungle. I've never played a single game of Nunu, ever. One of my friends does. He's really good at Nunu. But I have never played a single game in my life. Oh, now you give me a green, you piece? Ugh, hate it here. Give me that. I will say though, I'll give you a hint for the jungler side of things. My jungle main is a movement speed based champion. So you are in the right vein, just you didn't hit the right one. You have played League for a while. I've been playing League since the second year of the game's release. I wasn't a first-year veteran, but I was a second-year veteran. I've been playing for a very long time. Next thing comes to mind would be Hecarim or Kayn. I did have a Hecarim arc, but it's not Hecarim. Not my main. And I was currently learning Kayn when I was playing League a little bit ago, but I'm on a League break right now. Because every once in a while, League is just like, I can enjoy it, but if you run into like a streak of bad players, and I don't mean like, oh, they're bad at the game, but I meant like bad players, and like they are just like the rudest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. He's just like, I just don't want to play this shit, man. Like, I don't want to interact with the people right now. That's where it comes down to. So every once in a while, I just be like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm just not vibing with the community, so I'll dip. But when I was playing, I was trying to learn Kayn. Get more jesters. Oop. Yeah, League players sooner in the game every so often. Yeah. But yeah, I'll give you one last guess before I give you the answer. Damn. I need to look out for a large chest. I need to remind myself that I have Sail Star. Oh, that's always nice to get that. Rengar? Oh man, you're very close. You're very, very close. I did play Rengar for a little bit. I would not put him in my mains. I think I only have him at Mastery 5. But no, it is sadly not Rengar. It's for jungle specifically, my main is Warwick. Love the dog. There's something just so beautiful about seeing somebody low health and running at them at Mach fuck and then just jumping at them from across the screen and they can't react to it because I'm literally beyond the fog of war. But yeah, that's my jungle pick main. My second off pick, if I can't play Warwick, is Gwen. I like Gwungle. It's very cute. I don't know what this is. Does it just give you 5 teddy bears? Oh, these are temp items. Oh, right. Okay, I forgot that's what that is. That's one of the newer things. Yeah, Warwick is very fun for me. Love that dog. But yeah, my main role actually is support. And my main is Soraka. Is that 2 reds? That's beautiful. What a world we live in. Okay, give me that, and then give me that. What a lovely world we live in. I do have another pocket pick, just for whenever the situation comes up, but it's also Maokai. Those are the guys that I play. Soraka is my number 1 most played champion, though. By, like, a lot. I don't think I've ever met a Soraka main. Well, now you have. I love Soraka so much. And it's mostly because a lot of people don't respect her. A lot of people underestimate how much she can bring to a team fight if you aren't specifically countering her, like by building anti-heal and the such. She kind of gets a lot. She can be the entire team just off of positioning alone. Being able to just turn off somebody else's ult with a well-placed E, a good Q for sustain, you know, the W healing, and then just... she's just fun to play. You have a lot of, like, responsibility, but, like, One of my current builds that I recommend to more experienced Soraka players is going Dark Seal into Medjai's as like a starting item, which is kind of like an insane thing to recommend to players. It is an insane gamble, but if you can get all of your Medjai stacks on a Soraka, you are like the scariest support that you'll ever run into, because Medjai's is probably one of the best items that Soraka can have, because it not only gives you more AP, which obviously scales with your healing, so your heals are stronger, but it also gives you movement speed as well. And movement speed on top of your already built-in movement speed makes you really hard to hit. So you can dodge skill shots a lot easier, and you can heal your teammates more efficiently. And it's just really, really good when you get the full thing off. Like when you can pull it off, it's just pure dopamine. It genuinely is. And everybody in your lobby will love you. You'll get so many people that are just like, oh my god, Soraka, I'm going to marry you. And I'm like, okay, let's tone it down. But I get like messages like that all the time. And that's like the whole reason I play the game. But, you know, again, with it being a gamble, it's not a guaranteed going to work. If you're playing against an assassin, and the assassin sees that you're going Dark Seal, they're not going to let that slide. The assassin's going to do everything they can to be like, okay, well, I'm going to ruin your day. So then I don't get to have fun. I'm behind, and then my team is like kind of flaming me, which I get. I took a gamble and I lost the gamble. And then people do the thing that I love doing, and by love doing, I mean I very much hate when they do it. They're like, well, then if it's a gamble, then stop doing it. Because it works a lot more than you think it does. I think it's like a 60-70% success rate. It usually works out. And when it works out really well. But people hate gambling, so they hate me. This is how it goes. I tried playing Soraka next time one of my ADC friends plays. I would love to give a crash course on how to play Soraka. Like, my way, at least. Not the traditional cookie cutter way. Because if you go on any guide, nobody's recommending Soraka to go Medjai's. Not a single soul. I workshopped that myself. I've never seen anybody talk about it. But that's been my comfort for Soraka for I don't even know how many years. I think like 2 or 3 years now. To be fair, it doesn't ruin your day when his day is ruined. To be fair, gambling in general is bad. Yes. But let people have fun. How about that? How about that? Just let people have fun. Let people enjoy things. Oh, man. But yeah, off the top of my head, without like looking up any like items, it's usually going to be Medjai's, well, not Medjai, Dark Seal first item. You do your laning phase, work towards, I think it's called Moonstone. That's the one that gives you like split healing, where like you heal one person, all nearby players get healed as well. I go that one, and then I go, oh man, I'm blanking on the names, because I have a preset already built for Soraka, and I just know them off of their icon. I think, I'm kind of like blanking on the names of them. If I saw all of the items, I could tell you which ones I'm thinking of, but I go that. I go Medjai's usually like 3rd or 4th item, unless I'm having like a really good like snowball game. Like my ADC is like beyond fed, then you build Medjai's immediately, because you want to get your assists as high as you can, and just go with the flow. If it's a slow game, don't build Medjai's until you have like 8 or 9 stacks, because it caps out at 10. Or unless your ADC is like about to hit like some crazy numbers, and then you go Medjai's and just pocket them the best you can. But another reason why it's so good on Soraka, her global ults heals everybody, even if they're at full health, right? So what I do is, if somebody on my team is about to get into like a major team fight, say for example my top laner and my jungler are in the Rift Pit right now, and they're fighting for grubs, right? The enemy jungler and the enemy mid laner also show up, but guess what? For some reason, my top laner's winning. They don't need my help. But with the funny little R button, I heal them, and whenever they get the kill, I get an assist. I get 2 stacks of Darksteel, and I didn't even show up. I didn't leave lane. I just got fucking 45, or not, I think it's just 40. I think it's 20 per when it's on Darksteel. But I just got 40 AP for absolutely nothing. I did nothing. But yeah, you just pop ult whenever anybody's getting into a team fight anywhere, and then you get rewarded for doing that constantly. They'll let people enjoy things, Con, when they suddenly can't pay their mortgage. They did a lot of gambling. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's always good seeing you again. I'm always hesitant to buy Darksteel no matter the character because I don't trust myself to not greed and die. That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair. It is a balancing act. I do think that it's worth the risk, but it does take a little bit to get used to doing it. I think it's worth doing on like tanks, and I do think it's worth doing it on some assassins. Ones that have like get out of jail free cards, like I would say Evelyn, for example, is one that benefits very heavily from having Medjai's. I don't think it's an end-all be-all for every character, and that's why it's very commonly forgotten about. But it is very funny whenever you do get it to work on characters that people don't traditionally build it on. And I would be surprised if I found out one day that somebody else is recommending that build, because I've been, again, I'm not trying to be like hipster mode over here, but like I definitely was one of the pioneers of that build. I have never in my life seen anybody else promote it. But I'm telling you, if you ever feel the urge to pick up Soraka, I'm telling you, you gotta try it at least once. Not like immediately when you get into the character. If you've never played Soraka before, at least play like about 2 or 3 games to fully understand how her kit operates, and then go from there. And it really comes down to the vibes. If you look at the enemy team and there isn't a single person that can jump on you, like an assassin or like a dive comp, yeah, it's a pretty safe bet that you can get away with building Medjai's. It all comes down to your positioning. If you have bad vision, if you have bad positioning, the only time you're really going to lose is if you are out of line. Now, if you have an assassin heavy comp on the enemy team, I wouldn't recommend it. That is absolute greed, and I don't think it's worth it. I think if you build Medjai's into that, you either have an insanely high ego or you have some plays in mind that I wouldn't even be able to imagine. Because that's some crazy shit. That really is crazy. Yeah, maybe after I finish this run, I can go through my Soraka build. I mean, my Singe playstyle can be summarized by dying is worth right here because I got the cannon. So Darksteel isn't really compatible. Yeah, that is completely fair. Yeah, on characters where like dying isn't really punished, such as like Scion or even Singe for that matter, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe not until like your full build. Maybe then you can try to get away with it. But even then, I don't know if I wouldn't endorse it personally. You can probably get away with it. You probably know the limits of Singed more than I do. I've never played a day of him in my life. but I do love a good Dark Seal into Medjai's game. It always feels good whenever it lands. One of the experiences of all time. Alright, bozo. I'm here for my boss fight. Shut up. I love Roadrunners so much. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, now you show up. Thank you, Aurelianite. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Why are you still here? I thought you were dead. There we go. Good fight. Where the hell am I? What is that? Pillar of blood? Oh, thank you. I've got enough on me as is. Oh, shit. I was looking at my masteries and I was reminded that I used to main Kled for a solid year. Okay. So you do main the bully champs. Aw, man. I was giving you a pass with one of them, but you played two of them? I know what you are. What game do you think you put the most hours into in your life? Very easy. Destiny 2. I have over 5,000 hours in Destiny 2. I would consider myself a very variety gamer. I play a lot of games. But Destiny 2 is the one that I spent like the most amount of my life into. So it's a very no-brainer. I think the next best would be the entire Call of Duty Zombies series, like the trilogy. I think that one is close to like 2,000 hours. But that's still a 3,000 hour gap between the two of them. And that's also kind of cheating because you're including 3 games into one time. League would probably be up there as well. You pet the frog, you pet the frog, you pet the frog, you pet the frog. You take the moon, and then you take the moon, and then you take the moon. Yeah, League is definitely up there for sure. I wish that I could see my hours for League. There's sites that will give you like rough estimates, but it's definitely not accurate because they didn't exist when I was playing. Because again, the game's been out for many, many years, so it's not really accurate. You can get like a rough idea, but it's definitely not accurate at all. I have no idea how many hours. It might even be more than Destiny. It genuinely might be more than Destiny because I've been playing it for a very, very long time. Roller Coaster Tycoon is so based. I've been wanting to go back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I just might do that for Wednesday stream, just for you, just because you brought it up. Oh, shit. Hold on, I have to lock in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Shit. I think I needed to have a little bit of glass action going on. Oh shit! No! Well, that's a little unfortunate. Oh shit. I'm so floaty! I'm so floaty! I missed. Oh, damn. Missed. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I want to live. I want to live so bad. What happened to your health? What happened to you? I didn't do anything! Did I? What happened? What did I do? What? Everybody say hi to the space whale. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I completely flubbed that one. You gotta get out of the air. Oh my god. Come on, come on! Get out of here, scram! Good fight, GG's. Anyways, let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is on my radar. I want to play it so bad, but I acknowledge that it's also going to be like, I have no idea how many hours. I think it's upwards of like 100-something hours, ain't it? Like, it's considered like an insanely long game. So I have no idea how I'm going to manage that one. I want to stream it because I know so very little about that game. And I think it'd be a great experience to stream it. I just don't know when to do it. It's definitely there, though. Love to see you play some Tycoon 2. Shame that you said Tycoon 2, because I was thinking Tycoon 3. That one's my favorite. I'm sorry. I'm a poser. I love the third dimension. What can I tell you? Also, the roller coaster, like, first-person cam is what does it for me every single time. If 2 had the first-person camera, I think I would enjoy it, but it would also be like next to impossible to pull that off. If you had glass, you would have been dead. I would have, but I had Dios, so I wouldn't have. He spawns dudes there, and your missiles kill them, leading to a ceremonial dagger chain that... Oh, that's what happened? Okay, that makes more sense. Anyways, I'm gonna do another run. I feel like doing another one. I'm having fun with Risk of Rain. I forgot how much fun this game is. Also, shout out my favorite starting zone. I love the forest so much. This is up there for me as well. Again, for those that know me, you know I love the snow. So this one already gets it for me. But not only does it have a really good design, it's got probably my favorite theme for an area as well. Okay, that's a $50 chest. Would love to get that. But I need to get a green first for a sales star. Oh, whoops. Forgot that I don't have my speed. The pain of playing 2 games back to back is You build up like a little bit of like muscle memory for what you're used to having, and then they take all your powers away and you don't have any of that. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm so washed. I'm so washed. Is this the same streamer? Is this a little bro, big bro situation? What's going on? Oh, he swerved me. Never mind. I might just be trash. But yeah, I love the theme song of this area. It's on easily my top 3 for the entire game. I don't know. I think I just like the tracks that are just desolate space. And this is definitely one of those tracks for sure. An immediate green? It would have been cool. It would have been so cool. It would have been cool. Is that another large? No. There we go. I'd consider that a very comfortable early green. Give me a sales star, please, and thank you. And then we go back for that large chest. Just like in Dark Souls, we leave no chest unturned. Red. Not even gonna look. Damn it. It would have been cool. Give me a wax quail, and then give me a hapu feather. These are always just safe bets for the start of the game. Extra mobility just goes a long way. Oh, hey, there's another large chest up there. Well, 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 another sales star chance. This one's gonna pay out on 2 reds, watch. Go ahead and get your clips ready. Not that one. Don't clip that one. Make sure you exclude that from the clip. What the hell? That's not 2 reds, that's 2 greens. I'm not colorblind. Oh, I might be dead. Where's my ceremonial daggers when I need them, man? They do all the work for me, so I don't have to try as hard. Have you played with any modded survivors? Back in the first year of the game, I did. I don't remember which ones they were, because that was like almost 5 years ago. But I did mess with the modding scene, but I don't really mess with it too much anymore. Not because of lack of quality from the mods by any means. I'm sure they're great. I just don't really care enough to mod it because there was a lot of like issues with the modding scene. You had to like choose if you wanted to have mods or if you wanted to have DLC content. So I'm kind of like in a space right now where I'm waiting for mods to get a little bit better support for the DLC. And then when that happens, I'd be down to like dip my toes back into that. But as of right now, no, I don't have any modded characters in my roster. This is just purely vanilla. Give me one of these, thank you very much. Do you guys have any suggestions for where you want me to go? What route you want me to take? I might just do like a normal route where I just go as long as I can. Don't really go for an ending, just play until I die. I might do that. I'll put that on the table for a suggestion. Oh, damn it. Should be just about done. There we go. Oh, I missed? Oh man, I'm cringe. Ah, no reds. They hate me. I think that's about it for the stage. I promise I'm not just looking for an excuse to keep listening to the soundtrack, I said lyingly. You know, I will do the alt path. I haven't done an alt path run now that I own the DLC. I think I'll do that. The bell tolls for thee. My vanilla is almost 100 mods. Oh, damn. I'm sure I could weed some of them out, but since I'm so new to the game, 20-ish hours, I'm pretty much only play with mods. Some of them just seem so needed. That's fair. It's very easy to get into that mindset. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's very... I understand. Because I think a lot of games benefit from having mods, and I think roguelikes especially do that. Because... the enjoyment you get from a roguelike depends on the content that you interface with, and having mods really helps with that. I almost actually bought that. That would have been bad. I would have had 2 equipment pods that I didn't need. I do think the game stands very well on its own, even as unmodded, but I'm just currently waiting for mod support to work with the DLCs, and then I'll start doing stuff like that. Maybe in the future. I haven't looked into it recently, but I'll probably dig into it after the stream and then see how that's turning out. Because I think it's been around, what, like 4 months now since the DLC launched. Maybe it's in a better spot now. I don't know. Is this the last DLC as well? I think this is the last DLC that Risk Rain 2 is getting. I haven't heard any plans for any more DLC. I'd be down for more DLC, but I have no idea. I think the modding community is kind of just waiting for the game to be done so that you can mod it without having to worry about being like, oh, there's a giant update that like makes it impossible to... Oh my god, can I please hit this guy? It's a giant square, why are you hitting him? Oh man. Yeah, I think a lot of the modding community is just kind of waiting for the game to settle down so that way they can update their mods and make new ones. I think I'm also in the same boat. I'm just waiting. Do you have any mods that you'd recommend just off the top of your head? Like ones that you think I should look into? Like, why is printing so slow? That is honestly fair. Yeah, you should be able to like print as much as you'd want, just as much. To be like, hey, I have like 30 things I want to print. What I got to do the animation 30 different times. Like, I get the animation team works so hard on it, but come on, we don't have to do it like this, man. We live in the modern era. You could add an option. I completely agree to that one. I think that falls under quality of life. That one I agree to. A lot of games can benefit from stuff like that. Speeding up printing and scrapping items is essential. Can't play without that mod anymore. That's fair. I completely agree. This music was electric. Sure was. I don't think there's a single large chest. I'm gonna give up on that dream. I'm just gonna hit this one and it's gonna give me 2 reds. Watch. Because I said so. That's 2 whites. I'm colorblind. It's okay, the best part of the song just kicked in. Really? More whites, huh? What's next? You're gonna tell me that they're considered a common, that's what I should be expecting? Yeah, well, take one of these. You should be expecting that. The bell tolls for thee. Alright, let's get it. Wait, I got a fucking newt? What? I didn't hit a newt pod, did I? Or is that just like one of those, like, hey, it's like a 3% chance for a newt to just randomly get to you? I guess that's what it was. Thank you. Actually, faster is an absolute must-have. The modded Survivor Diver is my go-to. Hold space to jump. Item stasis. Looking for glass. My personal favorite. No boss, no wait. Damn. Oh, for, like, if the boss is dead, you can just transport immediately. Yeah, that one, I do agree to that. I do think it's a little silly, because if you, like, one-shot the boss, then why are we still here? It's like, oh, you're charging the teleporter, so yeah, but, like, it's done. Boss is dead. Oh, I have no health. Okay, I need to get some healing as my next item. $5%? Damn, I hit a 5%. That's pretty lucky. Alright. You're gonna give me a red because I said so. Close enough. That's what I asked for. Give me that. And then give me that. I'm gonna hit these two over here and then I'll head out. Oh, but it skips at the same time. Okay. Okay, I can respect that. So it saves human time, not in-game time. So it's not overpowered. That's good. I agree to that. That is a good quality of life. It gets my endorsement. Do one of these. I do wish the music would keep playing when you're, like, done. Oh, shit. I meant to hit the blue portal. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm sorry, Newt. I looked at your 5% gift and I threw it away. Oh, wait, no, I got it? Wait, what? Okay, the illusion of choice. He said you're going whether you like it or not. Come to my bazaar. You know what, Newt? Glad to have you here, man. Thank you, man. Just for that, I'll do something incredibly stupid. I'm gonna get five of these. This is for you, bud. Yeah. Streamer does the dumbest thing ever. Acts surprised when he dies. I don't even have a red. There's really no reason for me to have done that. But I think it's funny. 55,000. Don't really want to do that. I know that's how you get to the new DLC stuff. But I'm looking for a big chest right now. Brother, aren't we all looking for big chests out here? You know what I'm saying? I desperately need to get daggers, like, so bad. It's like the only way I'm gonna be able to live. I can also just, like, use the hip fire because I have enough damage for it. Yeah, I'm hitting like 2,000 damage. I'm only at 14 minutes. That's more than enough health. Not seeing any large chests. That was close. I forget what this is. Oh, an extra life. Right. Well, that's worth it because I don't have any health to begin with, so fuck it. Have some pocket lint in exchange for an extra life. Fuck it. I don't see anything else. That's gonna be useful. You know what? That also might be useful too. Really living on the edge like this, huh? I don't know. One of these, maybe? I don't think it's gonna do anything for me, but at least I have it. Hold on, I have to think about that one for a second. What do I even want? Razor wire, probably? I don't know if that's gonna help me at all, but I have it now, I guess. Wax Quail. Mobility always goes hard. Did I find the teleport yet? I don't think I have. Give me one of these. Give me a red because I asked so nicely. That's not a red. Oh, no. You know, I'm noticing I'm not finding any more void pods or whatever the fuck they're called. I really need one because I need some Wungus. I think the teleporter's below me. Would you look at that? What? Are you outside? Why? I'm so glad that the auto aim works for me. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't die there. That was silly. I think fungus is a green item, isn't it? I can't see it. What? Fungus. I'm like actually drawing a blank. Is fungus not a green? Is it a white? I think it's a white. Huh. What do you know? Fungus is white. Oh, damn. It feels like it deserves to be a green, you know? Man, I might be actually washed. Oh, that's slug. There it is. Yeah, there's fungus. Huh. Man, this streamer might actually be washed, man. So-called fan of Risk of Rain doesn't even know what color Wungus is. Okay, I know that there's a red here. That was rude. What? How did I miss that shot? Oh, I'm dead. You know what? That's deserved, honestly. That is so deserved. Give me that. I'll need it. Thank you. I'll just prep this one there in advance. I do need to get another sales star, though. I need to get a red, like, so desperately. That's, like, the only way out. It was so uncalled for to grab 5 shaped glass, but it is incredibly funny. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think you need 8 of these keys, right? I think it's 8 in total. Grab that. Thank you. I don't think I need more than 2, honestly. I think that'll be enough. I only have like 10 HP as is. No, I don't need that. Was that a large chest? Hey, give me a red? It'd be so funny. We'd all laugh. That's not a red. That's okay. I wanted the sales store anyways. I imagine the large chest is around 6,000. What? Where'd you drop it at? I guess it went underneath the floor. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright, let me check the chest. I'm so floaty. Give me that. Wow, I can already buy it. That's sick. Give me that. Thank you. Okay, I need that immediately. And then... Dio's is the correct answer, but I want to do the funny answer. So what would be the funny answer? Yeah. That's the funny answer. And now, those daggers do all the work for me. And now the game is officially won. I just have to be nimble. Oh, hey, look at that. I was looking for this all game. Where have you been? Thank you. This came all together pretty well. What a nice turn of events. It'd be so funny to give me another red. It's so undeserved, but it'd be so funny. Ah. I don't know. Just for the hell of it. Okay, I need to get that opened. I'm pretty sure I still need more keys. Oh yeah, I only have 1. Yeah, I need a lot more than that. I think I need 4 more for this next room. Also, I just realized, why am I cutting my health this low when I'm going into a boss fight that has like the most insane amount of AoE damage? The entire room becomes like lava, and I still have no idea how to not take lava damage. Like, I haven't figured it out yet. You know what? I should probably have more teddy bears as well, actually. I don't even know. Hapu feather? Probably. It's a safe bet. Probably one of these. Ukes are always fun. It's dropping items, but it's dropping them off the map, so I can't get to them. Okay, I have 3 keys. I need 1 more. Heard 1. Heard 2. Well, makes my life easier. Oh, please don't kill me. I might get more Wungus, just to prevent the burns from killing me. Alright, we are good to go. Good fight. Oh, hey, logbook. Sick. I don't think I had that one, actually. Probably don't stand still. You know, now that you mentioned that mod earlier, I kind of wish I had it, because I'm like, man, I really am just sitting here for like a whole minute waiting for this thing to charge. The boss has been dead, man. There's no reason for me to be here. Oh, hey, Lunar Coin. Thanks. Another one to the pile. Maybe I will look into quality of life mods after the stream. I don't remember on the top of my head how to get the alternate boss fights. I have to think about that. I know roughly how to do it. I don't remember the exact way to do it. Yes, I know the bell tolls for me. I am he. Okay, I literally only have 1 life for this. If I don't one-shot this boss, I am dead. Okay. Alright, I have to look around here. What are you? Oh. Needs to be decrypted. No. Man, I really wish I was paying more attention when my friends figured this out. I like actually tabbed out and I went to go do something else. I was like, you guys can figure this one out. I don't own the DLC, so whatever it is you're doing, I'm not going to get it. And now here I am. Now I own the DLC and I don't know how to do it. I think it was like you have to go find like a box or something in one of these other rooms. There are 2 keys to be found? Okay. Well, I have 1. I need to figure out where the second one is. Oh, I was so sure it was going to be up there or something. Oh, they're different from the one the boss dropped. Okay, so I don't have the key. So, it should be in this room, right? It's a shame I just don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe it isn't in this room? I assumed it would be in this room. Oh, hey, logbook. Sick. I don't know if I had that one prior to this. My gamer brain says it would be like in this area because it just stands out the most, but I don't see anything there. I'm gonna go back to the main room. Maybe it's somewhere else. No, doesn't do anything. It sounded like there was enemies in here. Oh, there are. Oh, wait, I think this is it. Prison Matrix. Gain 50% armor. Can be replaced in the Matrix terminal. 23 HP, 5 glasses, you're going straight to the character select. I mean, I've had it for like 3 chapters now. They haven't been able to touch me. 1 tick of spicy ground damage, you're cooked. Yeah, that is true though. Okay, I have one of the keys, I'm assuming. I need to figure out what to do with the other one. Would they both be in the same room? Is that possible? I thought that was the thing. Oh, hey. I think I have my answer. It seems weird that they could both be in the same room. But it is what it is. I guess it explains why I didn't find anything in the first room. So I think these are both of the keys that I need. Oh, hey, is that another logbook? Oh, look at that. It's in a horrible spot, but I think I can get it. Nice. That wasn't so bad at all. Well. Thank you, Multi. Well, now that you've mentioned it, I could use another shaped glass. Oh, man. I just got back. Where's your health? Yeah, I have an IOU for a health bar. Don't ask me why. Oh. You know what? No. Sales star me. I had the sales star already. What am I doing? No! I'm the dumbest streamer around! Oh, man. That's so stupid of me. I don't know why I assumed I didn't have a sales star. It's okay. You know what? I wanted this. I wanted 2 more teddy bears. 2 more teddy bears for the collection. What is that? What? Oh, temps. Yeah, no thanks. Cool. How risky. Yeah. I love living on the edge. Oh, man. The glasses are going to my head, 100%. Your HP are the number of neurons left in your head? Only 12? Damn, they doubled since the last time I checked. You need a mod that reminds you they had sales star. I mean, hey, I actually might need that, yeah. Never mind, he's playing fucking Command. Lame? Yeah. I know there's a secret somewhere in here. There's a secret chest in that room. Oh, wait, in here? Really? Oh. Oh, wow. Wait, that's sick. Give me more teddy bears. I wouldn't have known about that one. Thank you. Oh, that just pushes you out. Yeah, these are temps, but these are permanent items. That's sick. Wait, not that guy? There's another one? What? There's another chest? Where? What? Not these. Not this. Doesn't seem like any of these. Wait. Oh. Open cloaked Oh shit! Oh, it's a shame it's a white, but that's still cool. That's really cool. I didn't know that existed. A cloaked chest. Wait, how the hell did people find that out? That was barely visible. That's sick. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Okay. And I think I go into here. I don't remember how to spawn the alternate boss. I vaguely remember it had something to do with bringing an extra key in, but I don't really know what to do with that extra key. I think it was it this? I think it's this one. Oh, whoops. I meant to grab that. Thank you. And then do I just give it to you outright? Actually, hold on. Let me check if there's any other items nearby. What? I don't know what that does. Drone combiner station combines pairs of alike drones to create a single upgraded drone. Oh, no thank you. Yeah, I think I just give this to this guy and then I can fight the boss. Leave an offering. This one. Alright, let me lock in for this one, because I have no health. I don't think I can beat this guy first try. I don't even have an extra life, do I? No, I don't. Okay. I do like the design of this boss a lot. Well, not a one-shot. That's bad. Uh-oh. Well, we traded! We traded! He died! I saw you die! Yeah, I'll take a trade. That's fair. I think that's the way I want to go out. Just knowing that I killed somebody on the way out. I'll take it. So now I have Drifter unlocked. Right. You spawn a bunch of temporary stuff. I don't really care too much for that, honestly. But I know my friends like him, so I'm glad that I have him. Maybe I'll lock in and learn how to use them. I don't think Operator's for me though. I don't like his kit. I don't know, man. I might just be a one-trick railgunner. I think that's where I'm at in my life. But that's fair. That's all the time that I got for now though. I do have to go to the gym and do that before it gets too much darker outside. So thanks for hanging out, gamers. I appreciate you guys allowing me to have a one-off week where I just kind of just play whatever I'm feeling. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing for Wednesday's stream. Part of me wants to actually do Roller Coaster Tycoon. I just don't know. I'll feel it out. If Wednesday comes around and I do feel like doing Roller Coaster Tycoon, then yeah, I'll do it. But for now, I'm heading out. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you gamers on Wednesday. Take care.